Yo, welcome back. Another video from DC Fandom. It is the cast of the Suicide Squad. We're not gonna look at all the others. We're not gonna look at the sneak peeks or anything. We're just gonna generally look at the cast and kind of give our feels of what characters are going to be playing the Suicide Squad. The only thing I do know is that this is basically a restart from the other Suicide Squad. You gotta give the other Suicide Squad love. DC, Warner Brothers, you gotta do it. Just like you're giving love to the Snyder Cut, you gotta do the same thing for him. He's a good director. You gotta give him a chance, but that's just me. You gotta give Jared Leto some love after all the work he did, but that's just me. It is what it is. But I'm really excited about James Gunn, what he's gonna do. He did Guardians of the Galaxy, all three. Yeah, right? All three? I think all three. No, I'm saying there was three, right?
I don't even know.
I don't remember. It was 2 or 3, but he did a very good job with that, and I believe he could do a very good job with this, because it has kind of like the same type of feeling of like villains, kind of ordeal going on. Because I mean, like Guardians of the Galaxy, we're not quote unquote heroes really originally, and so I like the director choice. So I'm excited to see the cast. I know Margot Robbie's still the same, and that's really all I know. So hopefully Amanda Waller and some of the cast. Oh, and the same guy who played Boomerang, he's coming back. Besides that, I don't know what they're doing with the cast, so it's gonna be interesting.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
Feels very good as Amanda Waller. That's awesome.
Welcome to Task Force X. These are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
He's back. Oh, I forgot his name. Yeah, okay. Different outfit this time. Oh, yeah, Polka Dot Man. Okay. Whoa. Okay, no, we'll go back. It's all good. I don't know a lot of stuff. Yeah, Idris Elba. I forgot he's playing. I want him to. Yeah, let's go. King Shark. They didn't even say who voiced them. I know. Mongol. Oh, Peter Capello was in it? Okay. As the Thinker? Yeah. Okay, I know who that is. I know. I know a lot about DC, but not everything, obviously. Oh, I don't know how. What? As Black Garb? So a lot of Suicide Squad movies.
What?
Oh, Weasel. Yeah, Jack told me. Yeah, he's playing a Boomerang. Yeah, Weasel. I forgot about Weasel. I haven't. Yeah, John Cena. Who's he playing? I don't know who that is. He's making. He sounds familiar. Like I said,
it's a lot of people.
Like I said, I only know so much. So there's a lot, and I do like about that. I think that was the thing that was missing from the other Suicide Squad was the amount that they did have in the comics and everything. But I know a decent amount of them, the villains itself, but the actors or the people who are playing them, I'm not really good with names. Like I said, I have to see their face, and when they're in masks and so on, I can't really tell. But later on, when we kind of see the behind the scenes or a little more detail, or if I actually took the time to look at the cast, like officially, I could see it. Mm-hmm. But what'd you think? I just want to say one thing real quick. Pete Davidson, he's not that bad of an actor. It's just the association of who he is the problem I'm having. And I don't know a lot about that villain. I've heard of him. So I don't know if his demeanor, his
character, just who he is, the person fits the role.
Yeah, it'll mesh together or not. Like that's my only
I think it's
concern.
that same skepticism, that I had with Cheetah in Wonder Woman. It's just you associate
a lot of SNL characters, a lot of SNL actors and actors who's shown up in DC. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with seeing John Cena.
Give everyone a shot, yeah.
To be honest, I mean, like he don't be out there as Peacemaker going, you can't see me coming out here. No, it's cool to see. I know John Cena, The Rock, had their issues, so that's gonna be interesting. Black Adam and him being part of the same universe. But you know, I really like that they chose that many characters. I am enjoying that. It's gonna be interesting. I hope that they give a little backstory, because I know a lot of people was very upset when
They didn't give any backstory.
no, they kind of did, but they didn't give backstory to what's it, the guy who the Native American.
I know.
What's it?
I don't know their names.
I know. I forgot his name.
That's
too.
what I'm saying, is that they gave backstories, but it was just so.
El
And now you
Diablo
have
is in
even
here.
more characters. So now
El
it's like-
Diablo is in here. Croc is in here. I get it, but it's like, I don't know. If it was gonna be a redone, which I was hoping it wasn't, but if it was gonna be a redone, I wish we would have probably saw like El Diablo. I think he did a good job. Croc, he played all right. His scaly CGI wasn't the greatest thing, but it was still cool. You know, there was quite a few good things that came out of the other Suicide Squad that I wish that they carried over. But I'm wondering who's going to be the villain in this one. I mean, I'm really happy to see King Shark. I think out of all of them, it's really cool to see, you know, Harley Quinn and the rest of them do their thing. But like out of all the new characters, it's so awesome to see King Shark. And I'm hoping he looks like... My version of King Shark that I've always liked was Hammerhead, the Hammerhead version, but the blue-white shark, the white shark, whatever, right? Blue, what's it called? How do you say it?
A great white.
The great white. Oh my gosh.
The blue-white.
White shark
colored
blue thingy.
fish thing.
The great white shark version is one of the original ones, and it's the coolest. It is really cool.
It looks so squishy.
I prefer the Hammerhead because I always thought his design in the comics was very cool. But it's so awesome to see King Shark, and I've been wanting to see this, and so I have high hopes.
Yeah.
I know we haven't seen the behind the scenes yet, but I just by the cast and the director and everything else, I have a lot of faith.
It scares me a little bit how many characters there are, but I think that they learned from...
Are you saying because of backstories and who they are, it kind of hurt?
Especially since, personally for me, I don't know a lot of them. I hope they give them all their, 5 minutes.
Justification?
I'm sure they will.
James Gunn, I think he'll... you know why we say that? Because I know there's a lot of movies where sometimes they'll have 20 characters, and they really only give justification to 6 of them.
Yeah.
So if we see this many, quote unquote villains.
Yeah. Are they all going to be in the spotlight, or are they going to pop in and out?
Well, the other thing is,
question.
They don't need to introduce Harley Quinn and Amanda Waller, and they don't have to introduce the people that we generally already know.
Yeah.
And if they wanted to, it only needs to be a second. It doesn't need to be a whole 3-minute thing about Harley Quinn getting upset because how she fell in love with Jared Leto's Joker, and you know how they did that whole spin because she looked down the stairwell. I'm just telling you, I'm saying that was very cool, and that was needed at the time. We don't need to see that again, and that's my thought process, that we don't need to see Amanda Waller's background when we already know it from the other movie. I know this is a restart, but I hope they take that in consideration, that they need to give love to everybody else. They do.
Yeah.
Because what did they pay John Cena all this money, and they're just like, yo, my dude, you're gonna die within 10 minutes. Because a lot of people tend to die during these runs on Suicide Squad, right? They tend to die.
What if they start killing them off?
And it's like, hey, by the way, before you die, he had a effed
We'll give
up.
you 3 lines.
I know, it's like he had an effed up neighborhood. He had an effed up life, and yeah, and just pow.
Now he's dead.
Yeah. So that's gonna be very interesting in what they do, but are you excited?
Yeah, I'm ready for a lot of these. I know I'm skeptic a little bit of some of them, but we gotta give them all a shot, and I think they all have potential.
Yeah, no, a lot of people criticize what DC did or Warner Brothers did, and I think with the new direction, with the new CFO and the new direction as a whole as a company, they're really taking the sides of the actors and actresses and telling them, this is our project, not my project or whoever. And that's the thing I like about it. They're listening to Cyborg about all the issues that's happening in DC. I feel like Warner Brothers is really taking a big step in their movies, their relations with their actors and actresses, and so on and so. I like what Warner Brothers is doing. This is a this is a great example of moving forward with their company.
Yeah.
And I like it.
It is.
Well, everything has been showing that it's a 4. But I'm just saying, I haven't said this in the other videos, but it's a good leap that we've been seeing through their HR and so on and so forth. But I like what they're doing. But yeah, we will see y'all soon. Talk to y'all later. Peace.